lives. You need to communicate with your teammate and save your item remover. How you manage your removers is really important because you're going to see people remove their items, slam it later than usual. The play patterns of 4v4 changes pretty dramatically, which is going to be really interesting to watch.
It is very interesting too. There's a lot of situations where ties happen in 4v4. It's very common that both teams will have the same amount of points at the end, and because of Team Slab being the 3rd seed, they get to have a free tiebreaker and claim that spot.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about Cypher.
Disop already has double Draven. That's pretty big. How important do you think Cypher is for 4v4?
I think it's important to have at least one player that has the angle to win out, that has the potential to win out, so it's always going to be the play. It is much harder to have a full loss streak with Cypher. You have so many more players trying to grief you, and talking about griefing, this is one of, maybe the most important thing in 4v4. You don't only have one player manipulating shot pods, you have the power of 4 different players doing something in unison, which is so much more powerful. If you're playing a 3-cost reroll, good luck. You will most likely never hit because everyone will be sacrificing 10 to 20 gold to hold, as many copies as they need to deny your strategy.
Yeah, so Scar was like, oh, can I play Fiddlesticks tomorrow? Can I play? And the team's like, you can't because 18 copies. If everyone on the enemy team holds 2, you're really, really unlikely to hit, if not just basically impossible. So we'll see what lanes people are taking. So usually what ends up happening in 4v4 is that the first player that declares their spot, everyone fills around. So Emily says, okay, I think I'm Street Demon, which means that on Disop's end, Disop's like, okay, well, I'm probably going to play Cypher into something else, maybe into Marksman Vanguard. Cutie Pie will try not to contest his teammate because that would also be bad. And then Sykkuno, we know, is very likely to be Twisted Fate. And what is that going to cause him to take? Because he can't really take something like Caretaker's Ally. Okay, pumping up it is. Over to Emily Wang. Delayed start. Delayed start. Oh my goodness. Zyra 2 and Mundo 2, so she almost certainly is. Wait, that's a Draven 2.
Wait, what?
This is it, the Dish Soap special.
He duped it. Oh, he duped it with
the
team
tempo
building.
Draven. We saw it at the start of this set a lot with the Nitro board you played in Stage 3. Maybe it'll be the same angle again.
Okay, and then Cutie with Component Buffet and early Morgana Bruiser might be trying to angle for Vex because he has this Morgana pair to play around and he can manipulate his items. Component Buffet is a really good augment in 4v4. In general, item manipulation is really good because that makes you agnostic to the carousel because a lot of times in the carousel, you'll see a lot of people deny each other.
One thing to mention with TF as well for Sykkuno, it's not wrong for him to play it every game. I think it's even correct. Even if the other team knows to hold TFs and you're not hitting your 3-star, it doesn't really matter. As long as Sykkuno knows he has to play tempo. His whole game plan is not winning out with a 3-star TF and 3-star Braum. It's staying very healthy and strong in Stage 3, taxing the opponent's team's HP as much as possible, and then maybe bleeding out to a 6 or a 7, and that's his job, basically.
Yep. In the meantime, and you can see no reinforcements here, just standard 4v4 fights. Take a look at what's happening on Team Jetlag. We'll see if they can set their macro. Branching out into Divinicore Emblem. And so a lot of people are probably thinking Vex because of Divinicore. We saw Unita actually was one of the few people willing to play Zed, like Divinicore Zed. But the issue with that is if the enemy team catches wind of that, if you target the Zed, then he might be in kind of trouble. So I'm not sure about that. So let's take a look at Johnny. Johnny is he the Twisted Fate player, you think?
If he has to, I think yesterday they cooked a bit too much, Johnny and XN, and they regretted that a little bit. So I think they might be playing a bit more standard today, and this could be one of the lines for sure.
We'll see. He's using his first bow for Twisted Fate on Shiv, which is not a bad choice, but some people say you need that first bow to go to Rageblade.
And it did look like XN was also playing that. He has that Pandora's Bench here early.
You're right.
And so that would be something that would play very well into his play style. But it looks like he's got 1 cost on there right now, not 2 costs. We're making gold, so.
And Minute also has item manipulation to Pandora to keep himself. That puts him in a power position. So at the very beginning carousel, he can take whatever he wants, or even let Exentession take what he wants and then say, oh, I'll just Pandora's and transform these items anyway, so don't worry about me. He also sort of declared on the interview, I'm playing Street Demon, so I'm going to keep my plan really basic. So I'm actually really curious how comms are going to sound on the carousel, because we'll see how they work together, and maybe you can get a little glimpse of that. In the meantime, Disop actually lost his first match, by the way, despite having Draven too.
You need.
just to show
And
you.
the fact that he has the Divinity Core emblem, I'm happy it's him. I think he is the most, experienced player, I would say, in general, with these kind of weirder spots where it's not the standard meta comp.
Yep. Okay, Draven getting a win over Exentacion. That should be pretty easy.
So many upgrades, though, for Dish. It's just going to be really hard for him to lose any more fights throughout the stage. Losing that first one's not too bad.
Yep.
But once he gets Cypher in, obviously as soon as possible.
Okay. Let's go ahead and listen into one of these teams and see what they're saying.
If there's a tier when we're picking, can I have it?
Oh, there's a
You have the component.
Yeah,
Look at Emily and Cutie.
I really need the staff. Never mind, he took it.
There's another one.
Yeah, you can
I
take
really want this boo.
Can I have the staff?
I'm gonna take the rod.
Oh wait, you should just. I'm at 100 HP. I'm
Oh
not
wait,
getting
I'm just
anything.
gonna take I'm stupid. It's fine.
Yeah, just take whatever. I'm not gonna really be able to choose.
All right, so Sykkuno asked for a rod. There were 2 rods. One of the enemies took it, and he said, "I really need this rod," and then Cutie just took it anyways. And he's like, "You know, it's fine. I don't need it."
I think Dish Soap's mental is going to slowly deteriorate as each carousel comes through just from listening to that one.
Players wanted to cash out. Veg. Okay, you need still looking good in the driver's seat. Sykkuno, so in 4v4, there's also small little milestones to check in, which is who are the people win streaking, who's preserving HP, and who will need the lives later on, because it's not a shared HP total. And so Sykkuno, it's actually really important that he wins these rounds because Twisted Fate, as you guys know, is not really the win-out composition, especially if you're contested. So these rounds that Sykkuno can win, he will be the HP mule that is storing up for his teammates. But that does require a little bit of coordination on their end. So he's put in a really important position to win now and trade HP for his team later.
And it'll really help to have someone like Dish Soap or Emily on the comms telling him, hey, you have to roll now. This is the tempo spot where you have to really start pushing and pressuring the opponents in stage 3. And he'll know to roll on 6 at 3-2 and maybe go 7 on 4-1 and roll deep. And not just play greedy like we saw in the first 2 days.
Yep.
Dish Soap did not push levels there and did take another loss, so not playing extremely from ahead this time, but instead will go for that mixed streak here.
Yeah, and I think he can because he can also play into Cypher for some resources. And I think also if you're this spot that players like Dish Soap and Johnny are in are some of the hardest because if you're win streaking, you just play a simple win streak tempo plan. If you're lose streaking, it's pretty straightforward. You just sell everything and make it easy to lose streak. People in the middle have some of the hardest spots because they have the least amount of gold, and they also don't have as much HP, and they have room for fewer mistakes. And so it's actually good that Dish Soap's in the middle because he has the hardest position relative to his teammates right now to navigate.
And it looks like for Dish Soap here, he's really just trying to preserve his teammates' HP.
Yeah.
And I think that's really smart for their team because he knows that he's...
Oh, wow.
Very
That's big.
close
That's
win
big.
there.
Because Johnny needs to... Again, these mid-streak fights end up having such a... It might seem small. It's like, okay, it's one fight, but it's the ebb and flow of 4v4 because as we start getting closer, you'll see like how people need that one extra life, that few extra HP for the difference makers in some of those ties.
And so losing to Sykkuno, but then beating Johnny there is obviously huge because that's huge for their team's AP.
A little bit unfortunate for Team Jetlagged as well. Looks like they had 2 loose streakers, which already is a little bit risky, but Manute also queued into Exentacion, which snapped his loose streak. So that is going to be a little bit rough for both of these loose streakers here.
And talking about win-out players, Pandora's Bench is one of those augments that historically can be a win-out augment if you find those 3-star forecasts, if you find, 2-star forecasts even in stage 4 on your roll down, you can just continue cycling them and even force the entirety of the opponent's team to hold so many different copies that we saw with double up.
Oh my, wait, Dish Soap hit Jarvan 2, Emily hit Mordekaiser 2, and Johnny did hit Twisted Fate 2 and Darius 2, so some pretty big spikes here coming out from a lot of the players.
I think we're seeing already very clearly there's 1 brand player, 1 Aphelios player, and 1 TF player on each of the teams with one kind of flex spot still open. I think it's Johnny and Cutie Pie who have that flex spot for now.
Right. Emily, with this Mordekaiser 2, has anchored her front line pretty substantially, going up against Dishsoap, who seems to be okay losing to his teammates, but beating the other team. Slamming later, that's going to be really important. You're going to see delayed slams a lot, because if you just automatically slam and queue into your teammate, you'll regret it. So wait is really important here.
Dishsoap also slamming the Gwynsus here, which is just quite good. Wow. Okay. That Draven absolutely popped off right there. Uni, though, on that 6-win streak is absolutely huge.
Ah, 2 silvers or a gold. So
Usually
he's
the
playing
option
Divinicore.
is almost always the best in terms of just pure value if it works to some extent, but no.
Trifecta?
We'll be going for trifecta. This could be, I like this. It's gonna be Senna Zed duo carry most likely with Divinicore, and then go vertical into potentially a Renekton carry at the very end.
It's also possible he might just play Vex and then just buff the other 3 costs in the comp, so Varus, Gragas, and Mordekaiser. But that's interesting, taking augments for your support carries.
It is interesting with that composition because you can itemize a good amount. I mean, you have an extra item from Exotech, but also just knowing that those 3 costs aren't going to be rerolled as much in these lobbies does make trifecta a little bit worse, I would think, right?
It makes it. I think it's okay, personally, but we'll see. By the way, fun synergy here from QtPie, Big Friend and Bulky Buddies. Bulky Buddies gives the HP, Big Friend gives you damage reduction if you have enough HP, so some pretty interesting synergy there, assuming it can work out nicely for QtPie. And QtPie is 1 tier off from being able to complete his
locked in Vex,
ideal Vex items. And he is the lose streak player. A lot of times people think Vex is the lose streak player because you need to have perfect items.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's not in the power position to pick the tier. And so if you are Team Jetlag, you're going to be looking to deny the tier from QtPie in the upcoming carousel.
And this carousel now, we're going to have 4 costs, so really important for teams to communicate well. Hey, I really need this Vex, I really need this Aphelios, no matter what the component is as well.
Yeah. Munute is going to be looking for a bow, and preferably on a Leona or an Aphelios or Xayah of some kind. And it looks like Ensantacion's locking in Street Demon with Climb the Ladder and so much vertical.
Already has that Ziggs as well, which is one of these units that'll stay on the board for a while. The problem with this board that takes a lot of skill expression is going to level 9, right? You really need level 9 to put in the high cap of this board, and so we haven't seen that too much from XN in this tournament.
Pandora's Bench is really interesting in 4v4 because it also, while it gives you the chance to roll into 4 cost, holding stuff on the bench is also reduced. And so you might need those 3 slots to hold the enemy team while holding your units, right? Let's say he's in a situation where you're paired on Mundo, you're paired on Xayah, you're paired on all of this. Where's the room to hold enemy units to help deny? And so Pandora's Bench is an isolating augment, and 4v4 ends up making your game plan easier to hit, but it kind of makes it worse for the team overall. Oh, and Nico with a tier.
Ooh,
2 pants.
Holy, and a spatula as well.
The Nico with the tier is so big because Ensantacion can take it, and he denies the tier away from QtPie so he can't get blue buff.
Yep.
Wow.
He is going to have now 2 tiers though, so can't really slam a Shoujo, doesn't want a blue buff on a brand.
Who's taking the pants?
I'll take his Braum as well. We can just
Wait, if Uni gets that Zed? Oh no.
Okay, Sykkuno takes the belt. Pan's left on the carousel. Pan's in general, much more of a solo queue type of pickup you would go for. Like, you know, rapid fire, or if you can turn it to Boombot. Also, not much comms going on from Team Slab as well.
No. I'd love to see who Uni lost his streak to.
Uni lost his streak to QtPie. Wow, okay, that's big.
Huge.
Johnny with the Gragas too. And Sykkuno holding strong. And this is, a lot of people are going to look at some of the weak links and be like, can we target him? But this is what Sykkuno needs to do. He needs to be strong. He needs to get these wins. And most importantly, he needs to try and keep that lead as high as possible to trade HP for his teammate later on. And this is exactly what is happening right now. And if you begin to win here over QtPie, that's actually good for the team. I think Slab would prefer Sykkuno to win here.
And QtPie really at the mercy of this next PV round coming up and the components he gets. He needs that blue buff very, very badly. He has the gambit already at the very least, and the red buff for the Varus later on.
Oh, don't look now. Dishsoap is also win streaking. You need getting a big win as well over Emily Wang.
And the items do look more Vex-oriented for the comp instead of the Senna,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Vex.
I'm a little concerned about XN's. His health is pretty low here.
Yeah,
We're really rich, though.
So here's the thing. So if you're playing 4v4 and you're on Team Slab, what you have to identify now is, okay, can we pressure XNtacion to make his life difficult? If you're Dish Soap and you leveled in fast states, you're looking for Vanguard Marksman, but also he's going to look and hold Brandon Nico's, because if XNtacion can't hit, then it doesn't matter that you lose streaking, he's just going to go 8th.
And one of the big markers for 4v4 is if 3 of your teammates go either bot 4 or top 4, 3 going bot 4, you automatically lose. 3 go top 4, you automatically win. And so sending someone out in 8th place really, really helps your chances of that happening.
Yeah. Mathematically, you just can't come back if 3 players in the bot 4. There's no variation of placements that can get you enough points to win the game. And XNtacion's on a 10 loss, and Minute is also not the healthiest.
It's looking dicey for Team Jetlag. If Emily
no! If he loses this fight, it's a big deal. Wow.
He does lose it.
The other thing is if XN dies, that means Emily, who is on Straight Demon, will have a lot more resources in the pool.
So if I'm Team Slab, we have the Econ lead, we have the streak. Dissop has to hold the brands. Obviously, Emily has to go for it. Cutie Pie needs to contribute as well and hold the brands. They need to target XNtacion and send him 8th to get the first blood of this game. It would be huge for Team Slab.
I wonder if XN rolls on 4-1 here. He'd have one more turn of Pandora's Bench, trying to trigger some brands and Nico's on the roll if he finds 4 costs, but not that much gold to work with, really.
Yeah, the difficulty is he doesn't have turns, right? The value of Pandora is the more turns you get, the more chances.
The more value, yeah.
But he doesn't have much gold to work with. If he levels 8,
has, I believe, a guard breaker, so the items are good here.
Yeah, the items are good.
Maybe going for Rengar 3 as a side carry. Does go 8, does start rolling, has to buy every 4 costs possible.
Yeah, the problem is if you hold the 4 cost, then you're not rolling, right? So like he could keep 12 gold on your bench, or you could roll 12 gold to hit Nico too.
Oh, there's a brand at least, so he can fit 7 Street Demon already.
Yeah.
We have Nico as well.
You can't really roll the 5 costs either. He needs to win these fights. And his matchmaking pool is Cutie Pie, Minute, and Sykkuno. Sykkuno, he's matched up against Cutie Pie. If Cutie Pie can potentially find a way to still be competitive, this would be huge. Okay, probably not. He's playing Morgan too.
They didn't get the chance to level, has not rolled at all, and so we'll be doing that next turn for Cutie. So really a very important stabilization for XN here. We also have an Aurora being rerolled on the Pandora's bench, so the opportunity to get something like a Koboko on the board.
Or Samira.
This is Sykkuno.
Oh!
Nah, narrow loss, bad TG items. Him and Dissop ended up getting the loss. You need also taking a loss. And this makes sense. These are the people. Wait, actually, you need rolled down at 8 and missed completely. Oh, wow.
And it's Syndicate plus 1/4. I believe it's Johnny. So potential for 7 Syndicate if he does high roll. And we do see Prismatics come through for the 4-2 augment round.
Binary airdrop. Instant pick because he has 2 items.
Okay.
And this allows you to itemize Jarvan as well, which is kind of nice in the Marksman Vanguard line.
And a quicker itemization for both Zaya and the affiliate.
J43 would be nasty.
Ooh, nice shot.
Okay. No Zayas. You have to, oh, sorry, 1 Zaya, excuse me. Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Ooh, Blaster.
I love
Don't
that.
know if Felios is
oh, Cutie Pie hit Sejuani too, but no Vexes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Renekton.
Okay. So he's going to have to just stay on this for now. How's Emily doing? Emily, 1 brand Samira pair, but remember, there's not double up. You can't send anything. And she also has a Street Demon emblem.
And Cyber Uplink is a great augment.
Yes. I do worry that she doesn't have enough damage here. Going up against her teammate Cutie Pie, but how's XNtacion doing? Going up against his teammate as well.
Yeah, Minute's spot looks really good. The items are quite good for him, but the upgrades are not there at all.
Yeah.
And so the contesting between Dishop and Minute. But XN does need to win these rounds. But now Minute is in a similar spot where he's at a few lives left.
Okay. And this is the kind of the problem with like the double lose streak, right? Minute and XNtacion both being low, feeling like they both have to play the strongest boards. And you can't really like sack for your teammate because you just have to be as aggressive as possible.
It's also important to communicate well with roll timings. If you have a brand in your shop, you should either buy it and sell it if your team's looking for it, or say, hey, I have a brand here, don't roll yet, wait. let the opposing team roll and then buy and sell and allow your team to do so. So there's a lot of very critical stuff, and min-maxing can do in 4v4.
Johnny has Syndicate Emblem on a Zac. This actually has really, really high cap. Fighting a Zac on 7 for Twisted Fate can actually be really good, but the problem is he's very far away. And so now Sykkuno, his role in the game is really important because now he has to be very aggressive to deny what Johnny is trying to do, and Johnny's rolling very aggressively as well himself.
And Sykkuno does have that HP lead, which obviously will be a huge part of if Johnny can die before him, he can maybe even still hit and stabilize and grab a few more placements.
Wait, Cutie's still winning despite carrying Morgana 2. Hyperfangs on Varus is really good, and Minute takes a critical loss as well. It's looking good for Team Slab right now.
1.5 item TF, who got double stunned by Sejuani as well, so maybe not an ideal fight there.
Samira.
There's a brand
on the carousel. They need to deny that away from Emily. They need. There's also is a brand, and XN's going to be taking it.
He has a rod, I believe, open, but he had one reforger still.
Cutie probably leaving it open to his teammate, see what Emily wants to pick.
Kabuko.
And maybe one of the not so likely win-out players on Team Jetlag for XN, who has now got Nico 2 and Brand 2.
Yeah. And that's enough. In 4v4, you cap lower because there's so many people trying to, counterplay you.
Oh, Samira.
It's a Samira.
This is huge.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
really
brand
big.
If he reforges
items.
the
Rolling still.
tier, I assume, trying to hit maybe a Morello.
It's tough. He needs both utility sources. He needs Shred and Anti-Heal, so you could justify either. It also feels bad doing it because you might miss the other half.
He could wait. I mean, Blazing Soul climbed the ladder, Brand 2 already. He should be stable for the next 2 fights.
And then if I'm Slab, now our Crosshairs moves over. Exentacion looks stable. If you can send Minute 8th, he looks like he's the most vulnerable player as well.
We did hit Aphelios too with nearly his best in slot, but the problem is these frontline items are so bad. We just have an Even Shroud and Open Belt.
Yeah, just Even Shroud. And it's kind of a shame because he does have Pandora's, but at least he gets a win here. This is what the Twisted Fate player's role is, right? Johnny's trading his HP. He knows he's weak. Lets his teammate gets the kill.
Finally a Vex for Cutie Pie.
Oh.
Good loss. Good loss.
Nice. Good. Perfect loss. Perfect loss. That's what you want. You want to get perfect loss to your teammates. You want to win by 1 or lose by 1, and you want to crush your enemy team. Dishub is looking good, though. Very strong, very stable. Binary airdrop, bulky buddies. Very good combo here.
Leona 2.
Yeah, and I mean, Sykkuno has triple Rage Blade. Oh, he took anger issues. Oh, I like it. That's actually really good for this comp.
With pumping up as well, it's just going to scale so fast in these fights.
Yeah, that's right.
Chat is spamming DP. I think they're talking about Sykkuno, right?
Yep.
They're talking about Emily Wang to FPP. This is Minute versus Emily. Emily needs to do big damage here to Minute. If she can get the win here, this would put the win percentage chance really high. Minute trying to hang in.
It's Ziggs no Cyber Boss. Does he do enough? And the Aphelios win this.
Close!
Oh, just
And
barely the
diff.
Gunblade.
And they need that to hang in there because Exentacion, look at him, he's winning out. Cutie Pie gets a win versus Uni, which is really huge. But Exentacion's board is stable, right? And now he can even roll for the 5 costs. He's hit almost everything in his board. He just needs utility. Another thing too now though is John. So this is the HP preservation that's really tough. They need to try and milk Uni's HP total, but he's only at 39. So that puts it at a really tough position. There's just not much HP to work with here. It is doable. Jetlag can make the comeback, but they're in a tough spot.
No matter the board strength, at a certain point in time, you just add up the total HP per team coming to stage 5, and just with the matchmaking panning out in certain ways, it could spell doom for the entire team.
Yeah. And then the only player that's currently in threat right now is Cutie Pie because he hasn't hit Vex 2, but that's okay. If Cutie misses and goes 6, that's really good for the team because that means he's outplacing 2 members from the enemy.
Emily Wang hit
Samira
Samira 2. Just Jarvan 3.
Oh my goodness.
Unid just Vex 2 as well.
And Dishop hit Jarvan 3.
Wow.
Zaya 2 from Minute.
Everyone's spiked.
You want to have binary on the Jarvan for sure here.
Yeah. But he's removing because he's making sure that he's queuing up his teammate. Slam first. He's queuing up against Johnny. He needs to get his items quickly, and it's hard because it's binary. Okay.
All but one.
All but one. And if Disop gets the win here, I think that puts Team Jetlag in guaranteed 8th zone. And it looks like he's gonna do it because his Leon is
XN
unkillable.
lost.
Wait, XN lost to who?
I believe it was Emily.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
this is
goodness.
crushing victory here across the board.
Uh-oh. On our first
Johnny
game?
lost to Dish Soap. Exentacion lost to Emily Wang. It might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Jetlag might go
don't
5,
do
6,
it to
7,
him.
8. Uh-oh.
Emily hits Brand
hits
too as
Brand
well.
too. Yeah.
All the upgrades she needed.
And she can move
gosh.
items. Okay, the problem. Okay, so this is actually a punishment for putting the bow on Brand because if she uses double removers, she can't use the removers for her teammates. So this is definitely something you have to be a little bit careful in 4v4 because remover management is really important.
And she's not doing it this turn because of that.
Yeah. Okay, she's going up against Dish Soap. This is Johnny's last stand. He's going up against You Need. You Need didn't remove any items. You Need has 3 removers and he didn't remove any items. So this is. Oh god, I think You Need might accidentally kill his teammate here.
Well, I wonder if this is a conscious choice, though. Knowing that Johnny's spot
just
isn't
sacking
that
him?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just sack him. Try not to save him.
Wait.
Oh wait.
Oh,
That's that might be a
Sykkuno,
remover
though,
death.
down to 16.
That's okay. Sykkuno did his job, which is to just survive.
Yeah, he outplaced Johnny. That was your goal there.
Outplace Johnny. He might outplace Exentacion as well.
And Sykkuno was waiting for Johnny to go down, and now he can start rolling and trying to hit the 3 stars.
And if he goes, even if he goes 7th, it's a good 7th. And that's the interesting thing about 4v4. Oh, okay.
Big spike.
And he has a duplicator. He needs to do one more TF.
Yeah,
One more TF. It is. 3-star TF.
The APM.
Do it. Bro, you have duplicator.
Wait, who's he facing? Who's he facing?
Oh, you're right, I guess.
Oh, XN though.
Oh,
No,
he did-
I think he forgot. I think he
he
forgot.
I think he forgot.
Because he kept rolling.
Yeah, whatever. Win anyways.
Yeah. It's interesting because we said, 3-cost reroll wouldn't be as popular. No one saw the Draven coming, though. Again, no Braum. We're not close to Braum at all.
That's all good.
1 HP.
Okay. And Minute also takes a loss to Dish Soap. Cutie Pie gets the win versus the Ghost. And I think that just basically means it's almost impossible here. Is there any other last-minute things? Sykkuno can just grief anybody's item here because he has anger issues. He needs to deny Minute. Okay. Or even keep open to what his teammates want. So he can pick last even.
Well, Minute had reactive shell, so getting a Vanguard emblem's quite good.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little. I mean, you don't really have any other frontline that wants to use the Vanguard emblem because you're just stuck on 4 Vanguard for marksman.
Yep. And Disso takes another offensive item for his backline.
See, the matchmaking now is going to be so important.
Okay.
Who has You Need, Emily, and Dish Soap.
I'm pretty sure Slab's win percentage here is like 90-something%. It's just, it feels like unless, what ends up happening is that they need to send Sykkuno 7th.
Look at the matchmaking for XN. He has both Manute and You Need. Everyone's on 1 life. It's going to be really difficult.
He needs to match against Dish Soap and beat him, and then You
Someone
Need
has to die there.
and then they need to win out, which is just really, really hard.
Yeah, Sykkuno has to go 7th here, or they really, really don't have a chance.
Yep. If they go 7-8, they have to go 1-2, and that's just actually impossible. That's a ghost fight. That's good. And it's I'm a Cutie Pie who can put the dagger in and kill off Minute here and basically secure the victory.
Sejuani wrong side though. Both the Zaya and the Felios will not be stunned by either of the casts coming through here.
6 Vanguard is a lot better though, and it's getting buffed next patch. He's also on the wrong side.
Oh,
walks into the stun.
That Declaw's doing so much work though. Not allowing this Vex to continue to keep casting.
Okay.
Sykkuno is down in 7th.
You need
You
out.
Need is in 6th. There's still a chance here.
So they can't 1-3, right? So the only way you can counter a 6-8 is to go 1-3.
And Slab has tiebreakers as well for this first game.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they have to go 1-2.
So they have to go 1-2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
Cutie hits Vex 2. Quite good.
All right.
About time.
So who's gonna do it? Who's gonna be the one to end it? X and Tassion. They might even kill each other. Actually, we didn't.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, here comes Dish Soap.
Three-star
Is Dish Soap gonna end it himself? Captain America protects homeland soil. Even just with the Felios 1. I mean, XTentacion's board is pretty dang good.
I mean, climb the ladder, Blazing Soul, just a really strong augment combination.
But Jarvan 3.
Oh,
Oh, wow, that
giant
brand
Ziggs
burst.
cast.
Manute is out, unfortunately.
Okay,
fifth,
and that's
though,
3
so
members.
Will be a game 1 win for Team Slab. And just,
That's
I think,
gonna
a
be
much
Slab.
stronger early game. By the time that Team Jetlag Div came back into it, they just noticed, hey, we have way too little HP to do this.
That's right. All right, so 3 members of Team Jetlag in the bot 4, which means Team Slab is up 1-0. I don't think we actually formally made any rules about it, but the game is 100% over, which is why the players can get up. We don't actually have. It's basically like a GG moment, so I guess they could just surrender.
Yeah, and what's the rule around the tiebreaker? Is this tiebreaker now roll over to game 2? Is it just like a one-time use tiebreaker?
I need clarification from Zane on that, just so I don't say the wrong thing, because that would be very bad. But I believe it was game 1. Oh, it rolls over to the next game. Never mind. So, okay, there it is. The surrender for the GG, and Team Slab up 1-0. You know what it might be? It might be a warmth difference.
Yeah.
They look really snuggled up and cozy right now.
And I was hoping for some Garen encounters, maybe, some Zax. We saw some crazy games at the end of yesterday with all the prismatic starts. Not that going to be the case here.
Of course, if Emily goes back in this VOD, you are young, you are able, and you are a challenger. You are great, Emily. Keep up the good work.
Surely,
I don't think Emily's the type that ego watches a VOD to hear what the commentators say, but just in case, you gotta cover your bases. Yeah, please come back if we host another invitational. Don't deny the invite. Emily was actually a really important person. Like, she's a keystone of how the players fell into place, because she also helped invite a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
I can imagine.
We need her back.
The social connection.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm going to get in trouble. All right. Anyways, back in the game. This is pot of gold again?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what ends up happening is ends up making it very low resource. And that's another punishment as well for Team Jetlag. They didn't have like the crazy hacked encounters to bring them back, which does throw 44 into the mix, so it's more punishment for not taking Econ. And if there's one piece of advice that I would give Team Jetlag, I don't think they listened to the stream, but I think they needed to start off with stronger Econ augments. They didn't have any Econ going.
And have just less open forters or less full restrictors as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, XTentacion was on the win-out duty, which he was in a really good spot for it, I do believe, but I don't think it was even possible there. But that's a lot of Zyras.
5 Zyras. I don't think he's gonna deviate though. You think Saikuno? You think Saikuno of all people is gonna whip out the dank Zyra reroll?
At some point in time, Disso will tell him, you must,
He has a
Saikuno,
Shojin.
you must.
He has a Shojin.
I don't think Disso will allow him to
He's
play
about,
TF every game.
No, I don't think he can.
Wait, pumping up, it's time.
So, he's gonna take pumping up. Oh, cooking pot. It actually is though. Like if he was willing to do it, the cooking pot into Bruiser's Zyra reroll is actually pretty legit.
The 2 trick for Manute.
Okay. There's soap, portable forge, and do probably
Manazane.
Manazane.
Oh, LeBlanc could be really interesting. Maybe Gold Collector brand.
Yeah, I heard that was pretty good.
Or just Annie Amp, maybe?
Oh, okay. Here's something really interesting. Cutie Pie took Clear Mind, and Clear Mind says you have no units on your bench, gain EXP.
So he's
That's
lost
actually really isolationist from 4v4. You can't hold. It's two ways. Not only can you not deny your opponents, you can't hold to help your teammates.
It might be only first 2 stages. I think probably stage 4 he'll completely ignore this. And now this could be a spot for Veigar from Unid. Blue buff has been slammed. Spark has been slammed.
Yeah,
I know Unid. I'm pretty sure I spoke to him on the first day and he said he does like playing Veigar quite a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Veigar reroll is okay in 4v4. I do think you need one of the power augments like new high score and counter weaklings, because
Starry Night?
It's just not enough to get there, I think, without it. Starry Night into... Is this Slayers?
Are we trying to help out Saikuno a little bit, or are we just going to...
Yeah, and then she might need to, because this is what I was talking about. Cutie Pie can't help his teammates by holding 2 costs. He can't grieve his enemy teammates. He's just playing his own game. But the upside is you play your own game, you max your econ. You have to play for like the win out, and he's playing Vex, and I think I think he can do it. He has Cyber Coil and
It's a good spot. Guard Breaker
Hollow Bow,
slams,
which are okay.
Path of Blue buff. A fairly strong board for Clear Mind already.
Yep.
Oh, XN playing Nefuri reroll, it looks like, with Starry Night as well.
Okay. Wow, we actually might get a reroll heavy lobby. Looks like at least 4 people are looking at reroll, with maybe even some more people. We got Sykkuno, XN,
He's locked in with a nice
Cutie,
slam.
and maybe you need.
And Dish Soap had an early Nefuri as well. Curious to see what was his augment choice? 2-trick?
No, Dish Soap, I think, took Portable Forge. So I don't think he's going to go Manazane LeBlanc, because the argument against Manazane LeBlanc is that if you hit Brand 2...
Cypher.
We're back.
Oh. Does that
Now do we do it?
There's some cash outs that do give you duplicators, so maybe he stays open to it without
two-star
rolling on
LeBlanc.
3-2. Yeah, and just on 3-7 decides if it's time or not.
You know, this is one of the things where, funny enough, I think I would just ask Disso what he would do. I'd be like, well, what should you do in this spot?
We'll get your answer soon.
Yeah. He's going to sack, okay, intentionally lose. And he has to do, wait, he's going against Cutie Pie. Okay, that's actually perfect. Cutie Pie doesn't care if he wins, loses, he's just econing.
Yeah, and Cutie Pie is one of the weaker boards as well because of Clear Mind, so you can't get as easy upgrades.
Sort of. You also like over leveling a lot with Clear Mind, so you might like hit level 5 quicker as well. I don't know if XIntention wants to win this fight. I don't think he is. It's kind of close.
It's very close. The Vycash should do it though. Unless.
Okay. So that means that Jetlag.
Oh boy.
Is there a
only one spat?
No Galio for Dish Soap. There's so many tiers for I'm a Cutie Pie, so pretty much a guaranteed blue buff already.
These characters are really hard to play for 4v4. It's actually incredibly complex because of the set of outcomes that can happen based off the combination of items. And denying is almost off the table completely because you just like, I can't really deny.
And Cutie Pie gets a tier and
Yeah.
denies the Yumi potentially from XN as well, if he wants to go for the amp comp.
And Sykkuno grabs the spatula, which I imagine could be Syndicate Spat, but it really probably was just a big deny also from the rest of the players in the lobby. Continue, do
I
it.
feel like they're just going to vote to cash out again. I think the continue option is... Oh, they're thinking about it.
Brand. Huh?
Players have voted to cash out. And I know it's boring, but like I think it's correct because these early... Because the game in 4v4 games are shorter. And the only other time you would really want to cash out is stage 3. So just take the gold now, which is basically the same, if not better than taking it later.
What are we doing for Sykkuno here?
I'm curious if Cutie Pie.
I think we're playing Card Shark. We got one Braum.
Found a
Yeah,
brand.
we got one Braum and Shaco too.
Okay, understood.
It will be Sykkuno versus Emily here. Emily should win this with a Rage Blade Slam, and no items really slam for Sykkuno. Look at the HP totals, much better start, I would say, for Jetlag. Diff, a lot more HP overall coming out of stage 2. But there will be a reroll heavy stage 3, and that could definitely change with so many players pressuring the lobby.
It's going to be really in the hands of the RNG of Starry Night for, multiple of our players in this lobby. Johnny, though, back
much
on
better
TF duty.
3 items already, fully completed instead of just 1.5 in stage 4.
Yeah.
What do we say? Looking like he wants to play around. I mean, this could be a lot of things, but obviously Brand with the units he has right now would be great. We did see Cutie have a Brand on 2-5.
This is a very strong spot for Manute.
Yeah, he's looking for the 5 streak here, and Jetlag can control both the win streaks, which is if they can find a way to get the both win streaks, then they're in the power position. I would say Team Jetlag is off to a better start right now if they can get this double 5 streak going.
It's a prize fighter as well for Unit, so perfectly playing into the win streak.
I think that's a great choice in 4v4, being able to know if you're going to be able to play around that win streak. Your teammates can sack for you even sometimes if they're not really caring about their streak.
You have a
Okay,
higher
wow, they
chance
did
to,
it. They got it. They got
guess
it.
right, basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they're 1, 2, 3. So Team Jetlag is looking better right now. In terms of the HP counts. Taking a look at the macro, PewDiePie does have the blue buff, clear mind. Okay, like everything's working out
Yeah.
fine. I
Didn't
guess it comes
slam.
down to the rerolls then. Can Saikuno preserve HP?
Oh, we're back.
And can Emily? Emily's one of these X factors. I don't know how
Yep.
good the Slayer reroll potential is from her.
I think Emily and XN might be the 2 X factors on either team.
Right.
If XN can really pull off the Nefiri comp. Maybe he's learned from Gangly or Alex this weekend.
I mean, assuming that Emily is playing Slayers, I don't think there's any other thing I'm missing with Starry Night. Shaco too. Okay.
Ooh, it could be Shaco actually. A little bit
wow.
late.
What?
There's
With a
potential.
Varus too. Oh, okay. He might just be playing that temporarily just for board strength. Okay. And Dishop already has the Jewel Gauntlet made. Knowing Dishop, he probably is still open to playing LeBlanc rule, but he needs like something else kind of crazy for it. I don't know what is like exactly what he's thinking about to make it crazy, but I know that he'd be willing to do it.
Also, the fact that PewDiePie found the brand, maybe he's pivoting off of Vex and into Street Demon, which means that now Dishop has to find an out that isn't just contesting his teammate.
I don't. Oh, is it?
I think he might. I mean, you can't really ignore a brand on 2-5, can you?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you can. You definitely can.
You could. It would feel
wow.
wrong to do so. And Dishop
Yeah.
would maybe tell him if it feels wrong to do so.
Climb the ladder. Oh wow.
This is a very strong spot.
So I think he could do that, and then they would make Dishop pivot, which would be really tough. And on Dishop's team, the role that player usually is Spencer. Spencer's usually the guy who pivots.
It's gonna be Street Demon
for
for
his
PewDiePie
teammate.
with this augment choice.
Okay. Emily Wang.
Late game specialist is interesting.
Preparation's really good for Slayers if she threads the needle very carefully, and it does have very high ceiling.
Yep.
I like it. It's just
Ooh, a
Zed
very
to
early
pull.
Zed.
oh, prepping Zed is huge.
This is so big.
She's looking for Vayne 2. Alawi 2, wrong Enema squad.
Oh boy.
There's a Senna as well.
There's a LeBlanc 2 for her teammates, but okay.
And Johnny some big upgrades. Hit the Draven 2, hit the Braum 2. So Johnny understands now what he did wrong in game 1. He has
Yeah.
pressured the lobby, and it has rolled very, very deep.
This is also kind of brutal for Emily because even if she didn't find another Vayne 2, she also could just have a Vayne copy so she can prep it on the bench. But I do believe in 3-star Slayers prep. I actually do think that can make a pretty good run later in the game.
It's also better in 4v4 because you can weaken yourself. Instead of removing items, you can prep a unit during one of those weak rounds
exactly.
in stage 4 as well.
They're also
But Team Jetlag is still streaking. We got Unid and Minute holding strong.
wow.
And that
no
is
comment.
really, really big. Titanic Titan.
Titanic Titan. Yeah, he's got 125 HP. He's got Biss, Graves. We see their JG
Yeah.
guard breaker for sure.
They're 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think with this,
Vagar.
this means that their win out potential is lower, and so Team Jetlag's goal is actually a tempo victory. I think they understand that Dishop will probably win out, but they can send everyone but Dishop bot forward. That's how they can win, and just let Dishop win the game.
And Unid, I think, will be playing potentially into Urgots from the item slams here onto this Vagar. It could just be tempo slams, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think he is the highest skilled player on Jetlag Diff. He's the one that can pull off playing a fast 9 Urgot flex.
Okay, and Unid loses his streak, which is fine. He can't keep it forever. Emily gets the win. Oh, Emily did hit the Vayne 2. Looks like she rolled again. Ah, Zed pair? Does Emily want that, or she needed a specific item? Another bow, perhaps?
Well, this could be an even shot as well. Doesn't go for it.
Bows are just really important when you play Vayne, so it feels like you need to get it. Minute not using his Titanic Titan to immediately go for something. What does he want? And then maybe is it teammates?
Slow.
No.
Oh,
Okay, I mean,
got
Tier's
there,
pretty
we got
good.
there.
Tier's pretty good.
Yes.
All defensive components here.
And
I really
currently, entire bottom 4 for Team Slab, so very
Yeah.
different to game 1, the macro.
I really do appreciate everyone having the same little legend. It makes our viewer experience way better.
Yeah.
And also, there's been some good choices. The snake is great.
Holy cow, I didn't even realize. I was like, this was pretty healthy for Cypher. He's got Titan
Zed as well. 5 Cypher
Zed.
online at
My
3-5
God.
with Titanic Titan.
My
27
God.
stacks, holding Yumi to the 9xn. I mean, a great spot for Dishsoap here.
Oh my God. And he has the ability to push pretty far if he wants to.
How far? That's the question.
At least 4-3. I don't know if he wants to go to 4-7. I think you need the HP to trade to your teammate. I think you could push beyond 4-3 if your team had 2 win streakers. But I think Dishsoap's gonna have to cash out at 4-3.
I wonder if he's also thinking about playing into Strategist Amp at Fast 9, kind of the OG Open 4 comp.
Yeah, that still contests your teammate though. The problem with that is Cutie Pie is playing for Strategists, so
You
you're
don't
gonna play
contest the brand
3-way
at the very
contested.
least.
It is
Yeah,
also
true.
3-6 again, and Sykkuno is on TF1.
Yeah.
Has a dupe. Maybe he'll use it this time.
Does
This
have a dude. Oh, there we go.
He might have to. He might have to.
There we
it
go. He's not making the same mistake again.
Dishsoap.
I thought he was
He's
singing at
also
first.
not getting full mentorship value. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's looking really bad for Sykkuno. Okay, and Dishsoap frontlined his LeBlanc to get the win, or get the lose rather. Allow Sykkuno to win this fight. But this is lose streak TF, which is very bad. And now all of a sudden Slab is in a spot where they probably have to at one point just sack Sykkuno. Oh God, Emily's losing as well.
And Sykkuno's pretty poor as well. 40 gold, level 6. Really
Oh,
not much to show
Cutie's
for
gonna
it.
lose too.
Uh-oh.
I gotta say, man, I really don't like
Wait,
Slab's spots.
We're back on Vex.
Are we?
But there's a blue buff slam.
Oh,
That
so
was another brand.
he
Despite
took
the
climb
brand
ladder.
pairs, so now punished yet again for not going into brand when the game is telling
I
you
mean,
to
you
do so.
theoretically could play Vex brand. Yeah, you just play Rengar. It's not like, it's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Is
Is
there a
Cutie Pie
Vex
gonna cook
player
up
on
something?
Jetlag diff? You can also deny.
I
Vex.
believe Vex and Tessio is rerolling. I think Johnny is Twisted Fate. This looks like Vex from You Need.
Yeah.
And then Street Demon.
Well, you need might be Vex Urgot, I think, potentially.
Yeah. Wait, Emily wins this, right?
Yeah. right?
Okay, yeah, I think
These
so.
are some beefy units.
I think Emily wins.
Emily? Emily?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
not even
okay,
close, not even
okay.
close.
That was a little scary. That was a little scary.
Cutie Pie roll down potentially. When they come through.
Dishsoap's rolling. Oh, just going for LeBlanc. He's going for LeBlanc. He actually has 5 LeBlancs. He's going for it. He needs blue buff then. Jarvan for Johnny. I am a Cutie Pie hit Vex too.
Yep.
And now he's transitioning. Yeah, you know what? I didn't want to play Brand anyways. I like it.
He was just griefing just much earlier into the game. He now has 2 brands and an eco.
Okay, wow. Cutie Pie in, Cutie Pie out, pivot in, pivot out.
So flex.
But his items are good for Vex. Very good. Going against Johnny.
This would be
He
a
didn't
big
get the
win.
full 5 X attack in though.
Johnny is streaking here. Can he continue the streak? It's going to be so big for Jetlag diff.
Oh,
Ooh.
Vex didn't get the other cast in time.
Sykkuno loses again as well. Dishsoap taking a loss, which is expected.
463.
Goodness gracious.
And this is the problem. Dishsoap will most likely have a massive spike, but the HPs are not there to support him. From
Yeah,
his teammates.
he needs Emily and Cutie to start winning every fight possible. If they want a chance to win this game, they need Emily and Sykkuno to start winning all their fights, and that's just going to be really tough.
Goes for
LDP?
LDP.
Okay. Okay. Because he's going to lose one more. This is Emily's spot. Emily asking Disto for help. Clockwork Accelerator is very good.
A lot of combat.
This does not look like a Starry Night board, though. This is the big problem right now. Emily's at 4 veins.
Wait, she's on Clear Mind, yeah?
Yeah.
Cutie.
It's up to Cutie Pie then. It's up to Cutie Pie because right now Sykkuno is just dead. They're gonna have to sack him. They don't sack for him. if they can send another player bot 4, I guess Extentacion only has 2-star Nefiri. He's not exactly high rolling either.
He does have a Bis Varus, at the very least.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. I think both teams can send these rerollers 7-8.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this was about to cash out. If Sykkuno can play for 7th, I don't know if he can, but if he can play for 7th, that would be huge for the team. Oh, 6 dupes!
6?
I didn't even realize.
Well,
I've never gotten that
sure.
cash. I've never gotten this high for that duplicators.
6
So now he just has Galio 3 and LeBlanc 3.
And we're
if he
still
finds
rolling.
one more. Because I think he's
Still
missing
7
one.
now.
LeBlanc 3.
He's missing one Galio for the Galio 3 as well. Holy cow. And then he can like Hodge. Oh no, he needs a tier for blue buff. Oh, he still doesn't have blue buff.
Yeah.
He's going against Cutie Pie, and this is actually rough because both of them need to win. I guess they would want to sack Distal. Distal would lose here. It's better for Distal to lose because he's going to win out. Or at least they have to play for the win out. I don't know if he will win out. And
Gonna be
Cutie Pie.
close. One more LeBlanc cast.
Yeah, this is not good.
Morgana.
Oh, good loss though.
Oh.
Good loss. Good loss.
Sykkuno though he's a goner.
Yeah,
the
Sykkuno's
HP
dead.
difference is just so big. Jet lag diff. 101 for Manute.
Oh, blue buff.
90 for Johnny and Unid.
Oh, we're not going blue buff.
There's a Nico for
No,
Disso.
I think he is. I think he is. He just has he has a Titanic Titan, so he has to get there.
Aha.
Extentacion didn't deny him. Oh, he's going for Samira is why.
Very slow snake.
And then, oh man.
If your team slab here, yeah, right. It has to be Cutie and Dish Soap winning out. But the problem is they're so healthy. Between
Yeah.
Cutie and Johnny, that's 49 HP.
Simi's one more Galio.
39, I'm bad.
And there it is. So he
Bad
has
math.
Galio 3. And what does he use his big dupe on is the big question.
Maybe the Zed.
Oh, he might be
Yeah.
going for Yumi 3? Oh, hold on.
It
I
denies,
think he's one off.
Denies X10 as well.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I think his dupe is twofold. He's not using his dupes, though, because he thinks he should win this next fight. So, like, if he can save his dupes, also, he's not sure of his teammates' matchmaking.
He does have triple EMEA in his team against Jet Like Diff, so
Okay.
maybe that was the time to use them.
This
Also,
blue buff though is
Really
so much
clutch
powerful.
TG to get Spark as well, which is very nice. Oh my god,
win
Manazane
out.
LeBlanc murders. Yeah, Manazane LeBlanc is pretty insane.
Sykkuno against Cutie Pie, that's going to probably be it for
They're just gonna
Sykkuno.
sack him. Just kill him
Yep.
off now.
8th place.
0-7. Emily losing out. Emily with Starry Night into this board is just so sad.
We do need to remember that Team Slab will have, there it is, finally.
It's way too late though.
Team Slab will have a tiebreaker in this game.
Yeah, they
Might
can
not
play for the
matter.
tie. They can play for the
Yeah.
tie. And they can play for the inferior tie, but the problem is that they're in a position to play for the good tie because of Dissoap.
Right.
You know what's crazy? I don't see anybody from Jet Lag even denying the veins. I was like scouting around to see if Emily was kind of like getting griefed. No one's even holding her veins. I just think that she was just really far behind.
This Sejuani's really
That-
big, though.
She got caught out of bad positioning as well. Oh, never mind, it worked.
We're good.
Yeah.
Totally planned.
Her lack of frontline items is also a little bit scary, but I think she should win this fight.
Unid doesn't look like he's in a great spot either.
No. He just played high tempo, just wanted to preserve
Yeah.
HP, and now he's
No
in a
Vex?
very low cap.
Okay. And if Extentacion goes 7th,
Opens
and
the door.
and Emily goes 6th, that is doable. That's Yumi 3 for Dishsoap if he wants it. But I think he doesn't have items for her, so
going
he's
for
not
all of
entirely
it.
sure. Johnny hits Darius 3. Johnny's 2 off TF, 1 off Draven. He's probably going to send it this turn. He
Yep.
did a good job preserving HP.
Might depend on his matchmaking as well.
Yep. Cutie Pie 1 and 2 fight. Okay. Again, we talk about Cutie Pie being one of the X factors with Clear Mind. He's holding Nico, by the way, as well to try to deny.
Dishop hits Z2.
Okay.
You see if he rolls down for the rest of this, what he does
He
hit.
is,
He's
he
now
is.
2
Oh,
off
very
Yumi.
close
Yeah,
to
he has Galio. He's now one more Yumi, and he can save his big dupe. I think he can use it on Galio or Yumi here. Okay. He has
blocks
JG
off
Shiv. Oh,
XN
JG
from
Shiv,
hitting,
wait.
basically.
Johnny hits Twisted Fate 3.
Okay. The thing is, too, is that... oh, does he want LDP on Galio? He does.
Do we still need to be playing Draven on this board? Is that important for the value of the AP?
It's just 5 Cypher, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
20 AP.
Relevant.
It probably could be just that it's better than any unique can play right now.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll probably replace it later on, especially for 5 costs, but it's a lot of freaking AP. That LeBlanc is very strong. Oh.
Emily. XN,
Emily needs to
though.
outplay Xtentacion, or this game is going to be really, really hard to make happen. Because I don't think Xtentacion can do anything but go 7th here. Okay.
Emily had 2 Nefiris there, doesn't hold them in the shop. She just
Yeah.
passed right
And
by.
One more
XN immediately
Senna.
hits. Galio 3 for Dish Soap 2.
Okay. We're hitting.
So much for no 3-cost reroll.
I mean, this is not true
No
3-cost
one really
reroll.
played defense.
Yeah, it's not true 3-cost reroll. And Disso, by the way, is trying to sack lives for Emily, so he's removing. And this is where saving the remover is really, really important. He gets a ghost fight. That's actually not what he wanted. Emily's going up against Xtentacion, and this is the fight that I think will determine the biggest swing of the game.
Yep. Nefiri wrong side. Gonna take a long time to wrap onto the vein.
Yeah, good positioning for Emily.
It's only
No
Samir
wrap for
1.
Nefiri. Oh, yeah.
Is there enough burst?
Oh,
very
Samir!
close.
Oh!
Just barely, but Emily is still alive at the very least.
That's huge for Team Jetlag.
That is
Cutie
very,
Pie
very
a
big.
big spike coming through soon. Can go 9.
Cutie
Yeah,
winning
they need
again.
to win that. Okay, Cutie winning is huge, though, because now Cutie has enough HP. They can play for the 1-2.
Oh, and has this Viego to put in right now.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
pair.
All of a sudden,
Senna
see
3.
of Viego 2. No one's holding
Senna 3 is
Viegos.
really big for Emily. The problem with Emily is her front line, though. She's still playing 2-item front line, I think.
Brom 3 for Johnny, though.
Johnny
not
is
quite,
looking
not quite,
strong.
not quite.
Yeah, Emily's still on 2-item front line, and one of them is Sunfire, so she's kind of like item gated this game. Again, going back to like why the encounter being this is a big deal. You don't get those extra resources.
And you're also Clockwork Accelerator without frontline means that you're just not getting value from that augment.
You need not weakening his board. He didn't even remove. Okay, so another thing about Exotech, they can remove the items
Yeah.
and not
Every
slam
fight.
them every fight.
Big
And he's
mistake.
playing max power.
Doesn't matter. Nefiri's still up. Samira's still up.
Yeah, and maybe Nefiri, they're confident Nefiri 3 is just that much better because of the 5 amp now. Okay, gets the win. Dishop loses. To, the Cutie Pie, that's fine.
Sacrificing.
That's fine. He sacked his entire his bench. He benches items.
Viego 2 for Cutie Pie. Street Demon +1 as well.
Yeah, but he's 3rd pick.
Does Jetlag give no to deny?
Emily's this is a deny. She needs a frontline item, so she takes Crown Guard.
Dishop
Just-
still has his big duplicator as well.
He might just take the Urgot.
Anute goes for Brand. He's playing Street Demon. No one denies the Viego. It's a
Dishop
big
doesn't really
upgrade for
care about what he
Cutie
gets. Oh, he's thinking about a Yumi item is why. Oh, double JG. I think you wanted Gunblade then. Oh, but Cutie Pie probably wanted the Gunblade instead, so he let him have it. It is actually still winnable for Slab, even though they're behind. Viego 2, but the problem with Viego 2, man, is that he's just a shell of his former self. He's nowhere near as explosive as he was previous patch. If Team Jetlag wins this, you have to tip your cap to Minute and Johnny. They've done a really good job controlling the pace of battle here for them.
Unid really needs to play for that 4th here, if he can.
Every placement matters a lot. Level 8.
Last minute swaps.
And this is Xtentacion.
Is he strong enough to beat Johnny is the question. And they have so much
I don't
to
think
sack,
so. And
right?
Johnny's not using his removers.
Yeah.
Emily?
Wrong side for Cutie Pie on purpose, it looks like, for the Sejuani.
I think they're just sacking Emily.
Yeah.
I think this is a mistake. I think Cutie needed to like remove his items as
Oh.
well.
Oh, XN's down
Oh,
2.
and that's a placement swing.
sacked.
Okay, unless so now, oh god, that's actually such a big deal because they play for the 1-3. It's so much easier than play for the 1-2, because now they have to go 1-2 in order to cancel out the 7-8. And Cutie Pie could afford to give the life.
Is there a way that the tiebreaker would work that they could go 2-3? No, because they just outright lose.
No, they
Yeah.
outright lose. The only way
tie.
Slab can win this is if they go 1-2 now.
Which
Oh
is very
man,
possible.
both teams just sacking their lower weak players and not trading the HP to their teammates. This is Disso versus Unique. Disso needs to win this fight. Losing this fight is backbreaking. Not completely over if they lose, but it makes it way harder.
And this should be a win for Disso.
I mean, this man, Zane LeBlanc, is just so powerful. The blue buff with the resets as well because you get so many kills.
And Unique is dead.
Out.
Okay.
Hey.
And Manute beats Cutie Pie, which is huge.
The fight will likely be Manute versus Cutie Pie. If they can deny Cutie Pie from going second. That's the big upside.
Yeah.
Johnny
Okay.
should eventually bleed out to a third from this HP lead.
It's doable. It's doable. The 1-2 is doable. I know that Jetlag has a massive HP lead, but we're about to go to stage 6.
And Disso will just continue taxing Cutie Pie as well every time he faces him because of the HP lead from Johnny and Manute.
Well, they know who they're facing now.
Yeah.
Top 4. Like,
Yeah.
so you can guarantee you only have to sack 1 round. What's really important is that Cutie Pie has to win all against the other 2 members of Team Jetlag for Slab. Otherwise, Team Jetlag just has too big of a lead.
Pandora's in an emblem rolling for Johnny.
Samira 2 for Manute.
Oh, man.
Now that XN's dead.
Yeah.
What are those?
It is the I think, worst street even pattern at the very least.
Yeah, very vulnerable to Sejuani.
Like especially against Cutie Pie.
Yep.
Very hard to find value.
Looking for Kabuko too. Okay. And
Holding
Cutie
a lot of
Pie.
extra
Oh, Cutie Pie's going to
copies.
10?
Oh.
I mean, the Viego up 2 for free. And clear mind. Could be enough. And he knows he has to cap out high, right?
Yeah. And here comes Sejuani's cast again. Okay. Wait a second. They can't kill this, so...
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Oh, that might be a
Okay,
imperfect
come on,
play
guys.
here.
Come on, man. Disso just waves by to the camera.
Cutie Pie's a beast. All right,
yeah.
jet lag.
Yeah, he's a beast. All right, well, that's going to be it for game 2 then. There's no way for Slap to win this. A lot of unforced errors here. I think the number one thing I would say is that these teams are just, they have so many removers on the bench. And it's hard to keep track of. This is the hardest part about 4v4. But the least you could do is bench your Exotech unit so that they don't have the item immediately. They're just
One day,
keeping it
Dan, one
slammed
day.
on their item and just say, yeah. So you gotta be careful about that. Don't play too strong of a board.
I want a player
Personally-
cam reaction from Jetlag Diff seeing Disso die. Like, wait a minute. What happened here?
Hold on. I think they're confused because they're like, wait, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Personally, I'm really excited. We're going to game 3.
Yeah, we would like to see it.
I think we saw some great growth from Jetlag Diff. They corrected all their mistakes, the macro mistakes from game 1, and now I think it's going to be a close game 3, to be honest, despite the tiebreaker.
Should be interesting, close game 3 here.
Still have the tiebreaker though,
Yeah.
which is incredibly important.
They do. You guys were hanging out with the EU players a lot.
Oh.
Yesterday the group we had a big group. We split into half. Like half the group went to like bar hopping. Half the group stayed in the hotel. I stayed in the hotel with like Albert, Cutie, everyone just in my room. We're just we all hooked up an HDMI cable to the TV with a laptop, and we were just jamming TFT games.
Wait, what? I asked if you guys were playing games, and no one said anything, so I thought there was no hangout, so I went to bed.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can just come to my room every time. Like every
Well,
night.
I
every
literally
night,
asked.
There's like people with like 5 laptops, and we're just playing TFT. It's like a LAN. It's like a mini LAN in my bedroom.
Yeah, there was 2
I
different
asked
plans yesterday.
Emily, I said, are you guys hanging out and playing games? And she said, oh. Wait, what did she say? I have to look it up now.
Donawald.
So after the TFT LAN, you guys made your own TFT LAN to play
Yeah.
more TFT.
Yep.
She said, maybe, and then didn't say anything. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're just like not. Okay.
Awkward.
I think this
I
encounter
got
is
excluded.
Aurora. The 4th augment is prismatic, I believe. I'm not sure, right? It's
I see you're dodging the
encounter,
questions that are
Dan.
happening.
Oh no, you're asking the wrong person. Emily is like the most unreliable person to be asking. She's
Yeah.
okay, Emily always describes herself as a female, female dish soap. She's actually female K3 soju. Most inconsistent with time, most inconsistent with like whatever, like setting up like meeting time and whatever.
I see.
Like the K3 soju of females, or female K3 soju. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Kyun, for that
Your
great explanation.
Ian's words, not mine.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I can kind of back up. And they both tend to go influencer mode very, very often. But she's gonna need to pick it up. She has Cypher early, Galio, and Vi. That's okay. No, I actually needed to sleep though. Unironically, I actually slept 8 hours for the first time in like 4 months. I actually looked at my sleep chart. It's kind of funny. I actually sleep better at events than I do.
Oh.
I think this is triple prismatic game, right?
It's prismatic prelude, so it's one guaranteed prismatic, but it can be part.
Oh yeah. No, I think the last one is
No,
prismatic.
it's
for
finale.
sure.
It's finale.
Yeah,
It is
It was a finale.
Yeah.
Oh, is it finale? Oh,
Yep, it is.
And I think it's.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I think it's coin flip. It could be like triple prismatic or like maybe prismatic, gold prismatic.
Oh,
Ooh, these are.
Whereas
Upward's
like fine, right?
Oh, Tactician's
Kitchen.
Kitchen is
Yeah.
also good too.
Yeah,
Because the 2 gold actually does matter.
Executioner.
Uh-oh.
This one's not bad to play Street Demon. It's like Kuno got
Oh.
Living Forge into TF. That's really good.
Okay, what is he gonna
And-
pop?
Pop it, pop it.
This is my favorite argument by far. I
Ambler's
feel
Blade
like
can be good. Unending, Moguls, a lot of good hits.
Okay.
He's gonna wait to
Okay,
see
nice,
maybe
nice.
who he's facing. And then we'll
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
All right.
Pop. Light Shield Crest is
Light
pretty
Shield
good.
Crest?
Yep.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people used to put Silvermere Dawn on Darius at the very beginning of the set.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually like Silver Dawn and Darius. I think it's
It has a
actually
good delta
really good.
still, yeah.
Yeah, it still has a good delta. Like Silver Dawn, BT, Sterak, Darius 3 with Syndicate Hound on the Darius actually does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we did not write that in the guide, and I don't think Sykkuno's aware of it. But
And no Silvermere Graves.
yeah, Silvermere Graves works too.
I think Living Forge is like one of my favorite augment. I think all the Ornn items are like really fun, and I think that's like one of the best changes they made in the recent like year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of expected and unexpectedness, by the way, from Team Jetlagged. Oh wait, the augment is abbreviated EU. The EU team took it. Yeah.
Time.
It looks like they both got gold though. So.
Emily
really
looks like she's
too
going for
much.
Vex
Yeah,
from what we saw with a Gunblade Slam, not Street Demon.
Minute on
Frost,
tempo.
Vayne, Vagar. So we have to play Slayers if you're
Yep.
Tentacion. And I'm not sure how familiar he is with this, because he has no bows. But it does work well together. The
He must have
Vanguards and
played
Vayne.
the last patch, a lot of Slayers, with how meta
Okay.
it was. Okay. And
I
he has a
do
lot of
think-
games actually this set, so.
Obviously, this is something that loses early, so you'll be able to get the items that you want off Carousel. So
For
I don't
sure.
think it's a bad spot, especially because you have a comp that actually makes sense. Because sometimes you get something like we saw a couple days ago, where you have, you have Darius and Jin. That was an interesting one.
Jelly made it work.
There is the problem with Slayers though is that it is a tempo reroll comp, very similar to TF. You actually want to play it from ahead, and which is why it's so seldomly played, because TF is much more likely to start a win streak, but Slayers right now are not. So it's very tricky to actually get the win streak going here, and that just puts Slayers in the top. Remember what happened with Emily? She lose streaked. She was lose streaking early with Slayers last game, and then when she even hit, she was like win lose, and she just died.
And that's without
Yep.
anyone holding Veins. I imagine this game will be
Yeah,
seeing
this
10
will-
to
oh.
12 Veins being held by the
Yeah.
opposing team.
I think now with Slayers, it's more like an Ornn item check. It's really good to play with Slayers if you have like, for example, Trenchcoat on Jarvan, stuff like that. But Slayers do have a favorable matchup versus Street Demon. So if you're like,
Yes,
if you're
that's true.
sick and tired of like losing to Street Demon, and you have a good Slayer spot, you should force Slayer, or you should play Slayers to counter the Street Demons.
Yeah, it's because Brand can't burst the 3-star backliners very quickly,
Yes.
and then you heal it all back up.
Yeah.
Cutie took Flexible.
He took Flexible. What are your thoughts on Flexible in 4v4 key? Are you a fan or not?
I
It's
think
really
Flexible,
hard.
I think Flexible is a very strong prismatic, or not very strong, but it's like a strong prismatic. It has very high highs. Like it could go +2. I mean, it's kind of hard to go for +2 because obviously like you need level 10. But like even if you can't really use the spat items, it's still 20 HP for your whole board, and the late game it ends up becoming like 100 HP for your whole board, and
Yep.
you get a lot of like reforgers throughout the game nowadays. So you could definitely make it more use of flexible.
And PewDiePie seems very comfortable playing Vex. I think Vex is one of the best comps for flexible because there's so many different +1s that you can use effectively.
Yeah. I think this game, Cutie
Oh, he did not
isn't
take
the-
tier though.
Yeah, I think he has the hardest game this game because I believe Emily is playing Vex. She's on Gunblade with an open
True,
tier.
yeah, you're right.
With
Yeah.
execution +1, and then Sykkuno's obviously on TF duty.
This was on Street Demon, I think.
Yeah, and Bishop's on Cutie. So Cutie's playing like whatever like that's left over. I'm guessing it's gonna be Marksman because he went for Rod, which is gonna be Guinsu.
Yep. Maybe he's open to something
Oh
like
no, he's Anima. He's Anima probably.
Yeah,
for now.
he might just play like 4-4, 4 Marksman, 4 Vanguard,
Yeah.
and then on 9.
Oh, and then on
he'll play
9 you can
5.
play
Yep.
5 Anima
Yep.
with the
Yeah,
Aurora.
yeah.
Okay, okay, I see. Yeah, they can see that.
Dish also took unexpectedness. Expected unexpectedness? That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think he got a bunch of gold. He's at 40 gold.
Back on Cypher, dude.
And he's on
got
Cypher
Cypher.
again. Which should be good for him. He's the player that I trust with Cypher the most in this lobby.
Yep. This is, I think, very ideal scenario for So Lucky and Bad because I think having a win-out player, like having like one win-out player is obviously really important in a 4v4, and putting that role on Dish is obviously the best outcome, right? For sure.
Yeah, on average, you would think so, except he played Cypher last game and then
Yeah, and then
he misjudged a fight and then died.
He lost to the GOAT. I'm like PewDiePie.
Oh, that's right.
And we saw XN there. He is trapping as
Yeah.
well, so trying to...
Yeah, trying to grief this blue streak. So both teams could send 2 players.
Yep.
And it's basically net neutral, so nothing happens
Yep.
here. The only thing is if something happens and they don't send 2 players.
Like the Cutie Emily incident. Oh, I think.
I think EU sent 1 player.
No. I think he got more gold or no?
You know, Exentacion got 8 gold, which means 2 other players.
Oh, you're right.
I think 2 players from Slab were sent, but I mean, maybe we'll have to listen to the comms and go back and hear.
The funniest clip I've seen in the 4v4 tournament, the one that was held like last week, was Emily's team was playing with Emily, Ray, Cutie, and Saint.
Yeah.
And then it was straight up Among Us. Like what happened was everyone selected left, right, or like whatever, and then Cutie like just without thinking just clicks right one, and then we're like, wait, what happened? Why is the number wrong? Like why was the split wrong?
Yeah.
And then the entire team they're like talking for like 5 minutes. Like, what could have been? Are they trolling? Are they like mind gaming us? And then Cutie just sit there, just listening to music, just vibing, and then it just ended up being Cutie being the Among Us or imposter.
Yeah, no, I think he even chimed in. It was like they were like, "Who on their team split?" And he was like, "Oh, dude, I don't know, man. That's crazy."
I can hear his voice.
Yeah.
It looks like Dish Soap's on Street Demon duty this game.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, cash out into Street Demon is very, very common. So
This is one of my favorite parts about Cypher as a trait design is like you can just now take out Cypher, you have 60 stacks, and you can still cash it out.
Yep.
I also love the Sykkuno's spot is amazing. He has a Living Forge, which is also a scaling augment. Obviously, he has high highs, and he also full streak with honestly like close. He actually 5 win streak with 0 upgrade.
yeah, that's really, really big for the team. And we
Dude,
saw what
item
happened
slams.
last game with Johnny.
Oh, there's a rod.
Rageblade Shojin.
No
Yep.
TF yet, though.
This spot looks amazing. Honestly, I think my goal, or I think I would be the most happy if I see Sykkuno win the lobby. I think that would be like peak TFT.
that'd be super hype because
Yeah.
he's been wanting to. He's been
He was
like
so
looking
close
for
too.
it.
He was so close too. I think Cutie and Sykkuno went second one game. It was like off of
What's
like a
the
fearless
flexible for PewDiePie? Golden
Golden Eye. Oh, that's
Maybe
amazing.
ignoring
what?
the anima.
The biggest part is he has a Reforger. The Reforger is gonna come in clutch late game.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't use it prematurely.
Also, Emily like super high rolled her items. She somehow managed to get 3
Wow.
tiers. She has a perfect item Vex, blue buff Gunblade, and then a
And
perfect
Vow,
item
yeah.
Vow for Sejuani. The setup is
Nasty.
looking really good for Slab.
Sykkuno
3 tiers.
loses. I don't think he had an item. He didn't have time all of his items here, but that's okay. This is Manute.
Still has the headphones on his
Birthday present.
forehead.
Minute
Importantly.
is once again. Ooh, Forge could be pretty high roll if he gets the mana Zane.
He's looking for
Let's
it.
go for it.
Sniper's
Sniper's
focus is good.
focus.
Oh,
Sniper's very
Sniper's
strong.
focus.
Insta
Okay.
pick. 3
Insta
item
kill.
brand now.
This is Emily Wang.
Emily's
He
playing
was on
Vex, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bulky Buddies is amazing here.
You like Bulky's better than Cyber and Bulk?
Yep, for sure. I think Bulky's better, especially she has a Fawn, so she gets extra Bulky Buddy value with Fawn. One other thing she could have also potentially done was take the hero grab back and go for Varus 3. That's definitely an out. Varus 3 is very, very strong in the Vex board.
Maybe less consistent in 4v4 though, because if
Yeah, it's definitely going to be harder to hit.
Disob got
Portable
Anima
Force.
Visage, and it looks like his expected and unexpected this gave him
Gold.
4 costs.
Oh, 4 costs. But no,
Yeah.
it might be gold, I think. I think it
Is
got
it?
gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's possible. He's very rich.
Expected and unexpected has very, very highs. Like you could get a Fawn, you could get sometimes or an animal, whatever. But there's like a cash out where like you could get like econ into econ into econ.
And it's
Getting a
terrible.
triple
Yeah.
econ from expected and unexpected is like really bad.
Yeah.
Usually the ideal scenario is you get 1 econ and then you get 2 combat from expected and unexpected. But obviously you can't control that, so.
XM with the duplicators.
Wow.
Which is going to make it much harder for them to grief him. He wants to really guarantee he can cash out Exalted Adventure.
He is pretty far off still. I mean, we're only on.
He does
3-3.
have three copies with 3. He's gonna have 4 smaller Nikos at stage 4-1. So he's definitely probably going to spike out 4-1 is my guess.
What's more important is I think denying the items. I think Disob denying a rod to stop Vayne from ever having a Rage Blade puts his life in really difficult spot.
I think the biggest point in this game is X and Disob kind of both spike at 4-1.
Yeah.
And they're both going to be like really low, like 2 lives at most likely. And it's going to determine like who can win that fight and be sent to 1 life.
Right, right. And so the transition turn is going to be really important.
Yes, for sure.
Because Disob's basically taking max damage.
Yeah. And Manute, once again, the hero for Jetlag Div, still streaking all of his stage 3.
Yep.
Birthday present, playing that really well. Obviously hoping to go level 9, level 10 to get those 5 costs.
Johnny is really rich.
Yeah, he is. Level 7, 60 already. I think he probably got gold as well.
One good thing about playing TF in a 4v4 is that Saikuno being this healthy with a good board means that he could always like use the Syndicate hat trick on his teammates and like give his HP to his teammates. And hopefully like Disob and his team taught Saikuno that he's able to hat trick.
The fact you said Syndicate hat trick makes you think of football.
Like oh yeah, like
I'm like,
3
what
points,
is he talking about?
Oh yeah,
I don't know this tech.
I think Johnny's out here playing Vex. His items are looking like, honestly amazing. He has BI's Vex with rep buff. Good front item as well. So it's going to be looking like there's a Slayer player, 2 Street Demon player, 2 Vex player. Obviously Saikuno playing TF and
Marksman Vanguard.
And Marksman Vanguard, yep.
Okay. And we'll see how far Manute can extend his lead. He's level 8 already. Holy cow.
Wow.
Very, very aggressive to protect his win streak.
Yep, he has a very solid board. I think he'll be definitely having the Ziggs too with these items are definitely stronger, but
yeah,
obviously it was a
Ziggs surprisingly is pretty good with Sniper's Focus because of how much he does the column damage on his spell. Looks like he's getting an easy win over Uni. They're going to extend the lead.
Oh, Uni actually has forward thinking.
Wow.
Oh, forward thinking. I mean, forward thinking can be really powerful. If you have the HP to play for as a team.
What is he playing for, you need?
He's
like
marksman.
Vanguard.
He might be. He's either 4/4 marksman or he could also be Ox, I guess. But I'm thinking it's 4/4 because he doesn't have any of the Graves or the Alistar.
Neither of the marksman players are tempoing though, so that puts I think that puts Jetlag ahead in this regard. I think Jetlag's overall behind in HP, but I do see the potential on their boards.
The upside is you're forced to roll later. You don't have a choice if you need, so you don't have agency over how many copies are in the pool. If you can try and roll in for 1.
Look at this, Saikuno's holding the veins.
Oh,
boy, I mean, that's what you do as a TF player.
This is incredible growth from Saikuno.
No, I mean, this is like what you need to do, though. And
yeah, exactly.
He's managing his econ while being aggressive with rolling, while maintaining his HP. This is what Keenan was talking about. These are the harder spots to play because the game plan for the level 8 players are pretty straightforward, but Saikuno is the one who's kind of applying pressure to the lobby while maintaining his economy and also deny his opponents. That does a lot of things to juggle at one point, especially if you're a new TFT player.
And
Can we
Emily
pan over
wins
to
the win
the
streak.
Soaps board or cash out board here? Oh, I want to see this cash out. 4 components, very, very solid.
Pretty good. That's very
Yeah,
good.
he's up at 2 full items. Hopefully he could translate that into.
We'll likely roll on
win.
creeps, I assume.
Yep, for
And
sure.
19 is a good HP to be at, assuming he can stay at 19 going into stage 6. If he can't, it'll be more dicey, but 19 is a good number.
The big problem is he got offered he has 3
God.
swords on bench now.
That's okay. He's getting
That's fine.
removed.
He has a
And Samira-
Reforger. Jinx 2 is a solid item holder for Samira. Until Samira.
Yep.
Oh God, his rolls 0 brands, 0
Yep.
Nikos, and
He
he
has-
already rolled half his gold. That is not
Oh
good.
my God, that is 4 BF swords.
Gonna have a rejuice.
Oh,
Minus 1 gold.
I mean, that's fine.
I mean,
You get to
denying,
deny.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's not in a position to be denying, to be honest.
Right.
He completely
Brand,
misses
right?
1 brand is very huge.
2.
Another band. We need a
Zach.
Zach.
5 costs. No Samira. Okay, so he has the board, but we're looking for 2 stars because we want to win out.
XN, I believe that might be vein 3. No, just second vein 2, it looks like.
Okay.
And the Z2 from XN.
Gonna wait. I think he has a slam. I don't think he has a afford. I don't think he can afford to sack here.
Yep, for sure.
Just vein, yeah. 6 veins
GS,
for XN.
DV, Warmogs. Oh, this is such a hard round.
This is a really, really hard turn.
No
Oh,
Warmogs.
Bramble. He's going Bramble. Oh,
Anti-heal.
Sunfire. Oh, he's
Yeah.
have anti-heal. Okay, huge win. Huge win.
Yeah, this is a huge win. I think
PP.
XN completely missed his roll down. He's at 6-6 with 4 lesser dupes.
4 dupes.
Yeah, and he's at 0 gold, so.
This is oh, Call to Chaos. I don't think he's not rolled dice. Is Devlin on this? Oh, here we go.
It's
What is
items,
it?
it's items.
It's
I think
items.
Hull Crusher?
Oh,
that's actually
that's
really good.
playable.
That's actually really
That's
good. That's actually
playable.
really good. That's actually super good. Triple Hull Crusher Zach or like frontline. Oh, he's gonna reforge some. Oh, he's gonna reforge all?
Oh.
RFC.
Trenchcoat Sterox.
Okay, RC's like playable. It's attack
Trenchcoat
speed.
Rengar.
Well, because he
Trenchcoat
can do
Sterox Rengar. Oh, this is good.
Oh.
Wait, I'm surprised he actually reforged 2 of them. I think I would have kept. Oh, yeah, I guess he did keep 1. The zero.
That's gonna be a lot
okay,
of
okay,
Zacs.
okay. And then he's going
Ooh,
Bramble.
Anima.
Okay, and
Anima?
Sunfire. Yeah, he's going Bramble, Declaw.
Okay, that makes sense.
Holy cow, this turn was hard. And then GS and Rapid Fire on back line. He's waiting to
Yeah.
see though. Okay.
Okay,
Dang.
I like this. I like this a lot.
That was a really hard sequence of turns.
Yeah, breaking news. Dishop's good at TFT, so that's good.
He's not completely out of the woods though. It's possible for him to lose this fight.
Oh,
Okay.
Huge win.
That's a very big win. And Cutie Pie to Coronation.
Oh.
His he got rapid fire. Oh wait,
he's 6 gold knocks.
he's 6 golden knocks. Whoa.
Oh, vein 3 for XN.
His cash out is
Oh, we got
Radiant
both.
Giant Slayer. Oh, that's good. That's very good.
That's
Very,
good.
very good.
And you can dish Quicksilver. You can reforge it even if you want.
Wait, I
And
think
the
he took.
Vanguard +1 on
I
Z
think he
is
took Call
pretty
to Chaos. I think he took Call to Chaos, and his Call to Chaos gave him 5
5
stats.
random emblems.
Yeah.
These emblems are good.
Wait,
he
they're
also
bad.
has,
He has double Vanguard emblem.
yeah, he has double Vanguard emblem, and he also has double Reforger. This could
Oh,
be
what the?
very, very good. He just needs to remember and reforge Executioner and Demon
Yeah,
Slayer.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
Demon Slayer, sorry.
But he's like
Sheep
at 1
Demon.
life, so he's like trying to get things on as soon as possible.
Yeah,
This is
he's
tricky.
definitely 2 lives. He's actually, like, honestly, he's pretty strong.
He needs to. He's gonna not slam versus teammate. He like Vanguard on Zed. Oh God.
Oh,
Hopefully there's not a
God.
Vanguard Zed diff. Oh, he's at 1 life.
Uh-oh.
That's really bad.
That's really, really bad. He can't be at 1 life because if he rotates back into Dish Soap. Okay, Sykkuno trading his life, not a big deal. Can we listen into the comms here? Carousel? Just want to see what they're saying here.
I don't think there's anything I horribly need, so if I can get it up.
Yeah, deny their brand. That's okay. It looks like they're doing it
Okay,
themselves.
yeah, I mean, I might just take the MF, I guess. I don't really need it that bad, but
I think Emily completely missed her roll down as well. I think she had no Vex.
Okay.
Actually, maybe she hit one.
No, she hit one.
Oh, she hit one.
Ah, she has
pair as
Urgot
well.
pair. She might be able to even play into it as well.
Look at the third augment she took here.
Tomb Raider.
She has two.
Really? Oh my god.
I mean, she's very healthy.
Yeah, so she's like banking on
For the win out.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen this taken in 4v4 ever.
Wait, her setup is actually like looking amazing. Assuming she hits like a more frontline upgrade. She has a Fawn, she has Executioner +1. She already has an Urgot, which can farm and make her snowball. This is going to be a very important fight. I don't think she's
she's gonna win though.
Yeah,
She's gonna have X2. She's gonna have DPS.
She did high roll the Viego OTG for sure though.
Yeah.
She has no anti-heal and she got a Morello, so that's massive.
If she does somehow win though, she not only gets the 8th on the board for the enemy team, she also gets the item from Tomb Raider. But there's just no way. She doesn't have damage.
Yeah.
We did slam all the items. 4xN here. Now having Edge of Night as well is quite good.
Yeah. She actually could have won if she had Vex too.
And XN will have a big spike on 7 for the 6 Vanguard.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
You need
Oh,
hitting
wow.
double 4 cost. That's really
Aurora
big.
2 as well. His augments are amazing as well. He has Zeke's augment, which is one of the best for marksman. If
You
have
also
IE.
see that he's at level 9. He actually took forward thinking into
Into 9.
fast 9.
Yeah.
He must have gotten triple econ off expect or no expectness and had to do something.
Yep. I think he's definitely going to be bouncing back from this game. Cutie's playing for the win out. His spot looks pretty good.
Why does it feel like everyone on Slab is playing for the win out except for Zakuno? Disho's playing Cypher, Lustri.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
6 Golden Ox, and Emily's playing Tomb Raider.
That's good. That's honestly having multiple win out players is very good, and having the one player just anchor down the team, aka Zakuno with the TF. That's the role of the TF player, by the way, in 4v4.
Yeah.
They're kind of like a.
Are we supposed to be killing Dish Soap though?
No.
Never mind.
It's a good loss. It's a good loss.
It's a good loss. Yes.
We don't want to talk about what happened last game. So
Oh, the Vex versus Vex matchup.
Oh,
huge win for
that's
Emily.
a huge win. Emily Wayne coming up clutch.
How
Exit.
does it?
Oh,
Vex 2. If he had this
okay.
earlier.
Okay, Johnny's back. Johnny's back.
I love how Johnny has the same item on Vex and Morgana.
True. Exitacion holding on by a thread, but man, it must be really stressful.
He is now 7, has Leona in, 6 Vanguard. Does he reforge?
He should be reforging. He's actually
Yeah.
really strong. If he had one more life, he'll be like bouncing back for sure.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
so strong this game.
Looks
Well,
like
he
Cutie
has
Pie's
Hyrule
flexible.
Blade. He had Gambler's Blade for TF too.
Yeah. I think Cutie Pie wants what, like a marksman emblem or something?
He has a reforger. Bruiser
Oh.
+1.
That's good.
That's
right.
incredible.
Booster's good on Viego in general.
Yep.
Kabugo 2 from Minute.
Still only the brand 1 though, and this is
Level
the artifact
9.
carrier as well, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
Nico 1 as well.
Oh, yeah.
Darius 3 for Saikuno.
No Cyberboss on Ziggs.
Okay. Saikuno, how far is he gonna roll? He's not removing.
7-7 right now. His items looks pretty good. Oh, he has a. Oh, his items are awkward on TF. He needs a spark on someone. I'm guessing he didn't roll here. Yeah, because he has like maybe 2 teammates in his rotation.
Yeah.
Also, I guess he has Gambler's blade value. It's kind of awkward for him because he has a spark, but he can't really slam it on TF, and he can't really put it on a frontliner because all his frontliner has TGs. I think this is a good loss for Saikuno though.
Yeah. Not bad.
That 4-unit loss is not bad.
That
Next
trench coat
Tacion.
back.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Cutie! Almost clutching it.
Tibbers?
No.
No, I don't think Tibbers can win this.
I think
Big win for Team Jetlag.
That trench coat Zach just stalls for so long.
It
There's
does.
so many things in the front line.
Johnny also hits Sejuani too. Disso's at level 9.
Ziggs too.
XN won 8, I think, added in the Vex. So
13
making use of the
blobs.
Executioner Emblem plus Divinity Core.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent strong.
setup here.
He's strong. He's really
He's
strong.
strong. He's very strong.
Ah,
But
if he only had one extra life, he'll be actually so stable.
yeah, and if you're just tuning in, they're 1-1. The winner of this game moves on to play in the semifinals. Cutie Pie needs to start picking up the wins here.
This is a big matchup.
This is a huge.
Yeah.
This is huge against Johnny. This is everything.
Sejuani's very good here.
Viego gets the cast in the back line. Sejuani stuns our back corners, but if Felios is away.
Second stun does come through. It's
Oh, but the rapid fire feelings is actually so big here.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
this is
Cutie
huge
Pie,
win.
massive
This is a huge
win.
win.
Kudo's
no,
on one
down.
move. Oh my God, who goes 8th and 7th has such massive implications.
No, Sykkuno had tricked for his teammate. He's literally.
Oh, he's sacking. They're sacking him. They're sacking him. Okay, that's
yeah.
pretty good though. That's pretty good.
Spikes.
Oh, okay,
And
we're
still
online.
above 30 gold here, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
rolling
Sykkuno,
deeper.
yeah, I mean,
He's sacking the Gambler's Blade.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
it's
only
fine.
for MF2, but I think at this point he's oh
He completely
yeah,
missed on TF
Items
this
to
game.
Draven, no?
yeah.
Yep.
It's okay. And the next Tentacion.
So strong. Facing his teammate,
His
though.
teammate!
This is
Oh,
disaster
no!
for them.
So if Emily sacks for
That's tragic.
Sykkuno,
Emily must sack for Sykkuno.
She didn't
Emily
sack at all.
She didn't at
Urgot
all.
too as well with a great
she didn't sack at all. Emily.
No.
Look
It's
at
okay.
this
It's okay.
TG on
Sykkuno
Urgot.
clutches this. Sykkuno clutches anyways. Braum 3, no gunblade.
Oh. This Braum 3 is quite strong and it's standing.
No.
Oh, Sykkuno definitely won 7 to
Oh wait, the
2.
negatives.
Minus 11, minus 9.
Emily could definitely bench the Exotech items.
Yeah, you
That
have
would've
to.
been
You have to,
huge.
because
Yeah.
that was 2 unit difference.
Yeah.
It could have been a swing the opposite way.
Let's see what Emily chooses from her Tomb Raider when we
True.
get back. But
True.
as far we need to remember that the tiebreaker exists.
Yeah,
And so-
yeah. Okay, that's true. That's true. And you know what? If they play for the win out, they're in a good spot to do it.
Yeah.
It's okay, Tomb Raider. True.
It's also, they're all 3 of them are playing for win out.
Man,
Yeah.
this must feel so bad for Sykkuno. Sykkuno's like out here trading his valuable
Yeah.
HP to his teammates, putting hat on Shaco and stuff, and then Emily just comes in and just kills Sykkuno like nothing.
Wanged. Probably just items for
Gunblade.
frontline here. I think you want to just stall out, so adaptive for frontline makes the
I
most
think
sense
that
here.
was good. Yep.
Yeah. And by the way, you need also at 16 HP, or 10 HP, it's very, very close.
Wow.
I think they could play for the triple ball 4 maybe. And if they EU triple ball 4 is
QD versus
then
Dish,
probably
so neither of
yep.
them can die. You need versus Ecstasy. Oh, that means that one of them's gonna die as well.
Really
This
bad
matchmaking is brutal for
Yeah.
EU.
And they have to. I mean, I think they have to roll with Tentacion. He feels stronger.
Yeah, for sure. I think XN has a higher cap.
The Vayne is dead.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't think he has enough DPS.
Goes infinite or no? Yeah.
Oh, it's actually close. Oh,
Oh,
it was actually
no.
really close.
Wait, can he live or no? No, never mind.
No, he's dead.
Johnny
They're still actually
and
lost.
Udid.
Maybe he sacked.
Yeah, he's look at he benched his items.
Oh.
Oh, he reforged.
He has the forbidden tech. He has the giga forbidden tech.
What's the
The
forbidden
trench
tech?
coat with talisman, the trench coat will split, and then the split units will all get talisman. It's actually there's like this, and then there's like Astro, but this is Astro Giga Turbis.
Oh my goodness.
We must see
Oh
this.
my
We must see this
goodness.
little. We must see this little Zax. They just become demons.
Okay, okay. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. If the fight lasts that long.
No, it's for sure going to fall.
And this is for the potential
against
win. This is for the
Manute.
potential win.
Still brand 1, it looks like. No, it's
No, this Zac
Brand
is.
2's brand 2.
Oh, I'm actually so
Oh,
excited.
instant bomb.
No, I'm actually so excited for the Zac. Talisman?
Is he gonna live? Is he
the
gonna
brand will
live?
kill those small ones.
Oh no.
No.
Oh!
Wait.
Maybe one
Oh,
of
the
them.
CC's too much. The giant brand cast.
It's a win
Okay,
regardless.
alright.
Manute is down.
Hopefully we see it once. Hopefully we see it once. I think this
Okay,
is
I think that's
slap
it.
winning.
That's
Slap
game,
wins.
that's
Wow,
game.
Dish
Congrats
so
to Slap.
clutch. Dish
Oh,
so
wow.
clutch. 5, 6, 7 for Team Jetlag, and it was very close. It could have gone either way. But oh, actually, Emily Wayne gets another Tomb Raider.
MVP Sykkuno.
They should play it out
MVP
though. I
was
want to see the
Sykkuno.
Zac.
Yeah.
I want to see XN try his best.
Yeah, I suppose this already FF.
Oh, boo.
All right.
Oh,
We didn't get to see
That's gonna be
We didn't
it.
get to
That's
see
gonna
it.
be it. All right. GG's team so lucky and bad advances to the semifinals to play against Geriatric Gamers. Pretty fun series though. A pretty fun series. And you know what? The tiebreaker never even came into effect.
Right.
It was clean wins across the board, which is nice.
Which I feel like it does tie often.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah, except it doesn't tie today, which is kind of unusual.
And we asked for a more of an off-meta game 3, and we got it. A lot of very spicy boards
Yeah,
were constructed. Players were
cute-
pushed off of their comfort zone.
Dude, his board is so strong.
QD board is actually kind of nuts with the 6
No,
gold
it's
knocks
actually so
marksman.
strong.
Like he actually could win. I actually think that both him and Dishop could have won out. They're both very,
no,
very powerful.
Emily board is also so strong. I'm pretty sure Emily board also wins out as well. There's actually
Yeah,
really-
true.
like,
Everyone wins out.
3 people were playing for the win out, and they all just managed to make it to this point. And then there's poor Sykkuno, like feeding his in the family with his valuable HP with a TF.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is like the ideal like split of like how their how their like team should be played. Like Sykkuno playing the TF, locking it down, and trading his HP for his teammates late game.
Yeah, I agree. I think when things go well early game for Sykkuno, things really line up well for Slab.
Yep, for sure, for sure.
Are they? Can we listen in? Why are they still playing? I think Emily and PewDiePie need to settle the score. Let's go ahead and listen in.
I think
Like,
both
I feel
things.
like
I think both things they're the stronger side. That's why.
Like no meme. Like, do you agree? Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Agree on what?
Emily, you must lose.
No, you must lose.
You must lose.
You must lose.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave. I mean, somebody's losing.
He's right.
Can you
Sykkuno's right.
beat me?
Somebody's losing. I think I
Yeah.
printed like
The voice
30
of reason.
items on my first stage of 6 golden octo. To the interview, boys. Good job, everybody.
Did I really not beat you? There's no way.
That was close.
I think Cutie is stronger.
That was
was
close.
not
He
close.
is looking a lot stronger.
Last game,
It's really close.
Oh wait, actually, never mind.
Oh my
Wasn't-
god,
oh.
you beat me.
I'm flexible. Look at my board.
So flexible.
Dish soap.
Let's
Congratulations.
turn on the mics. So lucky and